the world you want to see. This actually ties back to the level of integrity, right? And in the space here, when it comes to everyday brilliance, is that there's, especially as trailblazers, as outliers, as pioneers, as people who are unconventional leaders and who created conventional success and are looking to create unconventional success out there in the world. Like there is this element of being able to see things from different perspectives and see pathways and opportunities and possibilities for the future and the world around you that many others may not. In your circles of influence, there's a way that you might see people being able to interact or be able to see for yourself to be able to move forward. And the invitation here around modeling the world you want to see is to make every instance a chance for you to be in integrity and to bring the world around you into integrity with the vision that you have of the world. And I say this, the distinction here lies between working toward a future and actually being the future, letting that future exist right now in the present. And what comes from that there is that in the standpoint of your everyday brilliance, you'll start to get a chance to really play at a higher level, play at a level that's going to be challenging, really, right? Because you're playing in it's not counter to the current reality, but you're pulling forth you're bringing gravity to the reality. You're actually like bringing the mass of the future into the present, and it causes some tension. That's where I want to go with it. And what ends up happening as a result is the person that you become as a result of standing in integrity with the view of the future that you have, actually starts to call upon different elements of who you are. And those elements, like you have to you have to go down the path of least resistance for you. You have to go down the path of what comes easiest for you, because otherwise you'll be drained of energy, and you'll be fighting an uphill battle against the status quo and yourself. And so in modeling the world you want to see, it creates the opportunity for you, for the skills and the parts of your brilliance that really just naturally fly through, to have that space to and so we want to make sure that you're giving yourself that opportunity to go and do that. How you do that may also like vary, right? So part of the world I want to see is a place where people are able to use each of their superhero gifts, the talents that they have, and their uniqueness to be distinct out in the world, so we can go forth and take on the biggest challenges of our time. I think of myself as I think of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU, and all the different superhero movies that came out. I think specifically of the Avengers. When I sit down to do work, I orient myself as the Nick Fury of the real world, where I'm going out and I'm finding individual superheroes each in their individual, who are each in their own respective world, their own respective movies, and I'm bringing them together. I bring them together in the collective, the Trailblazer Collective, which is our courage gym for people to continue to step outside of their comfort zone and train their ownership and leadership in a very real way. I bring them through various types of conversations and so forth. I'm constantly assembling people and gathering people who wouldn't have been there together, so they can use and leverage their skills in a meaningful way. I model the world that I want to see by by myself finding ways to bring my own superhero skills out to the table, myself finding ways to collaborate with other people, and that collaboration being a multiplication, exponential connection that takes our individual skills and brings it all together. It's like when you think about the Avengers movies and the complete box office hits that they were, compared to each individual movie with just one of those heroes in it. This is the gift of modeling the world you want to see in every single day, and how that cultivates even more of your everyday brilliance. We're just getting started. Click on the link below to watch the full conversation and go to niiamahashong.com/tribe to get additional resources and exclusive invitation to tribe-only events. Journey on.